How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know I've been gone for almost a year and kind of a long time. I know a lot of you have been wondering where I've been, so long story short, a lot's happened in the last 11 months. I've been busy moving to a new house, and it's finally just starting to settle down now. Basically, my last house I lived in had very poor internet because it was kind of in the middle of nowhere, which prevented me from doing much of anything. Other things in my life were also causing me some mental health problems, I suppose you could say. I won't go into too much detail for your guys' sake, but essentially everything just kind of kept piling up on me and I kind of just shut down, I guess. But I'm doing much better now, and I wanted to thank those of you who left comments checking in on me, and I tried my hardest to heart each of them so you guys knew I was still here and I didn't forget my password. Speaking of passwords, a large majority of my personal accounts were hacked into. Nothing severe was lost, and the money they used was eventually refunded, but it still left me a little more paranoid than I usually am. I'm still in the process of getting my Discord account back after the hacker deleted my Discord server. Hopefully in the near future a new server will be made. I can get back to hanging out with you guys again. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you for clicking on this video. I know my main focus has always been on Minecraft, but I just recently haven't had the same motivation for playing it as I used to. That doesn't to say Minecraft is gone. It'll still be a major focus of my channel. I've just wanted to branch out and try new games for forever now. And I didn't know if the right decision was to make a second YouTube account for separate games, but I think I've come to the conclusion that I want to keep everything on one main channel. Maybe in the future I can make a second account for variety content, but this is what I'm going to do for now, I think. So yeah, basically thank you for giving this a chance. Your guys' support always means the world to me, and I'm glad to be back. Enjoy the video. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing some Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I'm not sure why I decided to purchase this game at 1 AM and why I wanted to play it so bad, but I wanted to bring you guys along with me. One thing you need to know about me is I'm not a very hands-on kind of guy. I don't know a whole lot about cars. I know the bare minimum. Sometimes I can hardly even fill up my gas tank with gas the correct way. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. We're gonna go on normal mode. I mean, I know I'm not experienced with cars at all. I don't think easy is my forte. I'm not gonna be playing the tutorial, because the reason why I knew I wanted to play this game was because I played the demo. I know the bare minimum about this game. Welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. This is your new garage. Take a look around and get to know your new workplace. You have at your disposal an old adapted gas station with its surroundings. Complete orders, purchase and renovate cars, and expand your garage. Good luck. Alright, what a fancy place we have here. We're at Historic Route 66 Auto Repair. Full service repairs, fluids, brakes, engines, transmission, snacks, and Wi-Fi. Inside our gas station here, we have a bunch of miscellaneous parts. We got a toolbox. So I'm assuming this is where we would use our money to kind of work our way down this skill tree in order to know better skills. Like increased screwing speed by 10%. Increased mounting and unmounting speed by 10%, move faster by 2%, that could be nice. So I'm assuming this is just like our skill tree that we have to work towards. We have an old bus, we got another toolbox, interior detailing kit, nice, another toolbox. We got a wheel balancer and a tire changer. Door that takes us back outside, but without further ado, let's get our first order. So I know if I right click, it opens up this interactable wheel. So I have my map, my inventory, orders, photo mode, shopping list, and options. So the first thing we need to do is I need to check my orders. Luxor Barone. Got a nice old-fashioned car here. Hi, I was just passing by and I noticed your repair shop. It's good that somebody took care of that old ruined petrol station. The car that I'm coming with today is quite a recent purchase. It was used on a daily basis. The condition is rather okay. It would be good to check the oil levels and tires. That should be no problem for you. If you manage, then perhaps this won't be our last meeting. So our task is to change the oil, drain old, and refill with new. I'm just gonna go ahead and take this order. And just like that, the car, looking a bit dirty, just shows up at my garage. So I can open the trunk. For some reason I thought there was a body inside because it says body, but it's just the body of the car, thankfully. We got the hood. Engine, brake booster, car battery, windshield washer reservoir, fuse box, suspension. It looks a bit dirty. I think I might need a car wash, but that's not what I'm getting paid to do. So without further ado, let's just move the car into... Let's put in car lift A. So now that the car is inside our garage, we can actually start to work on it. So if I go back to the status, I can see here we have information, so just information about the car in general. We got the engine, which I'm not supposed to touch. Issues to fix. We have 2 brake pads, a fuel pump, an oil filter, a round air filter, and 4 standard tires. Also, we have to change the oil, which is probably what I should do first. So if I know anything about cars, enough to know how to change the oil, the first thing we need to do is drain the old oil. So if I hit this button on the lift, the car will start to go up, slowly. Alright, now that the car is up on the lift, I can go underneath it and take a better look at its bottom parts. This right here is an oil drain. I learned this thankfully from the demo. I can move the oil drain over to the car lift, where we can then figure out how to drain the oil. So I think if I just click on this and use equipment, it should start to drain by funneling out from wherever the oil comes from, I guess. Now that the oil is all drained, just go ahead and move the equipment back over to its normal spot in the corner. Next, we lower the car back down, I think. And then we have to locate the oil filter. So if we click on any part inside the car, it gives us a closer inspection. So I can use WASD to kind of pan around, clicking on different parts, and our job is to find the oil filter, I believe.
A few moments later.
Oh, it's this thing. It's all rusty. I could hardly even see the yellow on it. So right here we got an oil filter V8, and it says accessible from under the car. Great. Okay, so now that I got the car raised, we can take off the oil filter by just clicking on it, I guess, and it just unscrews it just like that. Next, our problem is we don't have a new oil filter, which means, can I check my inventory at all? I have literally nothing. Okay, great. Tablet, unlock to use. So I'm not really sure how to, do I need to maybe go to the computer? I have a computer, right? Yeah, what kind of mechanic doesn't have a computer? So I guess to start out, I need to use the computer to buy all of my parts that I need to use to repair this car. So if I type in oil filter, we have a bunch of different oil filters. I believe mine is the V8. So I'll go ahead and buy just one of those. And it costed 15 credits, which isn't breaking the bank, so I'm not too worried. Throw the oil filter by part mounting. Just go ahead and select this again. And then instead we can pick either the broken one, which we don't want, and the new one in this case. So let me just screw it back in. Next, since we have the oil filter in, the only thing we have to do now is to lower it back down and to fill it up with oil, which does come out of my own pocket, I'm pretty sure, so I better be getting paid good for this. In order to fill the oil, we locate the oil fill plug, and we remove it by holding left click, and then we have a funnel. So I'm just going to pour this in until we hopefully have enough. That should be good. And that costed 14 whole credits. I'm pretty sure fixing this car up would make me more money than what I'm putting into it. Next up, we need 2 brake pads. So I'm going to go over to the computer. I'm going to buy, I'm pretty sure these are the only kind of brake pads we have access to. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy 2 of these. Alright, so now that we got the brake pads, we need to locate which 2 brake pads need to be removed. So in order to do that, we can kind of pan around to see, we got the brake caliper there. So if we take off the tire, we need to unscrew all of these screws, which takes a painfully long time compared to the demo. And then we need to use a little bit of WD-40, I think it is, to get the rust off of that one. So then we have access to our brake discs right here, and then the brake caliper, and then the brake pad. So in order to change the brake pad, all we do is take off the caliper, take off the brake pad, and then just simply put the new one on instead. And since our only job was to change the brake pads, we can just go ahead and throw the brake caliper right back on top. Don't have to worry about that. Then we just screw it back in. Go ahead and throw the tire and the rim back on. That's one side done, and then we just rinse and repeat. Do the same thing on this side. So now that we finished the 2 brake pads, let's move on to the standard tires. I'm going to click on these tires each to see which one I need to work on. So all 4 of them, I suppose. The star really just indicates that if I click on the engine or anything, it kind of highlights the part that I've favorited, so I know what to work on. So in this case, it's just the standard tires. So if I go ahead and take the tire off of the rim, if I come over to the tire changer over here and click separate parts, I can take the rim off of the tire. And while I wait for that to happen, I'm going to go ahead and buy 4 standard tires. Okay, I'm going to go to tires, and then we need 4 standard tires, which I believe are just these ones. I don't know if I want to change any of the sizes or anything. I can double check in my inventory to see what I have right now, just so I don't buy the wrong tire.
A few moments later.
So it's come to my attention that I might have bought the standard tire B when I was really supposed to buy the standard tire regular. So the size is 15, the width is 215, and then the profile is 75, I believe. Hopefully I can sell that other tire that I have, because I probably spent like $260 on that. Yeah, there we go. So we have the standard tire right here, and then the standard tire B, which is not the right one. So I'm just going to slap these two back together, and then I will assemble it back onto the car, and then rinse and repeat 3 more times. That's not what happened at all. This is what happened. Okay, so I'm wondering why my tire isn't being accepted, and I wonder if it's because it's not balanced, perhaps. Maybe the tires have to be balanced first. There we go. Okay, so this whole time I was wondering why the game wouldn't accept my tire, and it's because it wasn't balanced. I messed up so many times with that one tire, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm embarrassed. I lost so much money from that. Okay, I had far more problems with those tires than I'm willing to admit, but they're all on. I'm pretty sure they're all done correctly now. That probably took me an extra 10 minutes, and I'm not proud to admit that, but we're learning here. We're learning. The only 2 things we have left now are the fuel pump. I'm gonna unfavorite these tires so they're not in the way. So we have the fuel pump and the round air filter 2 carb. I'm assuming these are gonna be under the hood somewhere in here. The fuel pump is actually, or this is the air filter. Yeah, okay, so this is the air filter. I gotta somehow drain this, I think. You drain an air filter? I don't think I drain an air filter. I don't think I can drain air. Maybe I have to take it off? Oh, that's a big screw. Gotta whip out the WD-40 for that one. Ah, okay. So, what is this? Round air filter. This would be this one right here. Round air filter 2 carb. If I take that out, and then go over to my computer, buy myself, not tires, air filter. What do I have? What is this? A 2 carb. Is that it? Is that all I'm supposed to find here? Are there more? Yeah. Yeah, there are. I'm assuming it's this one, round air filter 2 carb. Just gonna go ahead and buy one of those. Throw that in real quick. And then I think we just put the cover back on, right? I don't care if it's a bit rusty. I'm not getting paid to fix it. I already gave them a free rim. Okay, so the air filter's done. That was pretty self-explanatory. Now all that's left is a fuel pump, which is all the way in the back. Hello? It's not in the trunk. Why did I think it was in the trunk? Okay, so it's directly above the fuel tank. I guess I just take it out like that and then buy a new one? Fuel filter. Is this the only fuel pump that I need? Also, the music in this game kind of slaps, not gonna lie. I think I'm just gonna leave the music in from the game instead of adding my own music over it. Is that it? Is that all I had to do? Fuel pump. Guess it's done. Other tasks. Oh boy, there's more. Change oil is already done. You need to change the brake fluid, change power steering fluid, and refill windshield washer fluid. That's a tongue twister. So, let's start with the closest, which is the windshield washer, I guess. Kind of just looks like water. Kind of want to drink it. What happens if I overflow it? Think I can overflow it? Oh. 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 Alright, this is as much as I want to do. Oh, $17. Okay, what's next? Power steering. I think I need to use the drain tool to drain this first. Somehow. Oh, I love that sound. That sound was amazing. And then, I think we just throw some more in, right? Gotta take the cap off. I like how the cap is a separate part from the container. Looks like blood. Alright, that was $14. Not too bad. What was the last thing? Brake fluid. Drain old and refill with new. If that was brake fluid, where would I be? Fuel filter? Is that similar? Do I find out? No, doesn't do anything. Brake caliper. Why do I not know where the brake fluid is? What? Oil. Dipstick. Let me check the oil real quick. Oh yeah, looking pristine. Brake booster, is it up here? It's gotta be this thing, right? Brake servo. Oh. You do not drain the fluid before removing the part. Cleanup will cost you 50. Alright. So, I guess I just drained it forcefully. Just gonna forget I did that. Go ahead and take the cap off. Let's just finish this car. Alright. Just like that. Let's double check everything. Everything's done here. Changing oil. And all three of these are done. Finish order. Coolant fluid missing. Check res. Oh, I forgot. I accidentally ripped out the radiator and took all the coolant with it. My bad. That looks like pure swamp water. I mean, hey, if the car likes it. Alright, all done. Get this car out of here. First car of maybe many. Depending if this isn't just a one-off video. And this is an actual series. If you guys do want to see this turn into an actual series, maybe a couple more episodes, feel free to leave a like. But anyways, this has been Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if your car breaks down on the side of the road, and there's no one else around except me, just don't let me help you. I'll probably give you a free rim or something. I might accidentally steal your radiator. Anyways, I've been Zyllama, and I still have no idea what I'm doing.